Everyone has mental health, and I'm excited to share with you how board certification has helped prepare me to take care of veterans struggling with mental illness. My name is Rosana Steavenson. I am a mental health clinical pharmacist practitioner and program manager for mental health and pain clinical pharmacy programs. And I can say that while my job is tough, I really do love it. However, I know that many other pharmacists struggle with finding purpose and fulfillment in their jobs. Healthcare is evolving, and it can be difficult for pharmacists to find their place in this changing landscape. And certainly passion for the careers that we've worked so hard for can begin to fizzle as burnout sets in. I'm sure the pandemic has accelerated some of these concerns for many of you. I'm optimistic that what you hear today will show you that you too can find value in your profession through obtaining and maintaining board certification and empower you to take the next step towards this professional achievement. I once received this message from a patient who had just overcome a really difficult time, and it reads, "Thank you for all you have done for myself and for my brothers and sisters in arms. We have been truly blessed to have you come to Texas to save my life and so many others. Thank you for all you do and put up with for us." I really think I was in the position to be a part of this man's mental health recovery, in part because of my board certifications. For me, being a dual board certified pharmacist is an endorsement that I am prepared to be on the front lines of helping people take care of their mental health. I'm going to walk you through my journey of discovering and continuously rediscovering my passion and purpose for pharmacy through 3 C's that are inherently tied to being a BPS certificate, and hopes that you can draw some parallels to your own journey. The 3 C's are competence, continuing professional development, and connectedness. After graduating from the University of Connecticut School of Pharmacy, go Huskies, I was so excited to be moving to Texas to complete residency training. I know that might sound strange to those of you not from Texas, but at that point, I already knew that I wanted to specialize in mental health and that completing a PGY1 and PGY2 residency was a critical next step towards achieving that goal. And I was on my way to that as I got in my car and started that 30+ hour drive. And while those 8 cumulative years between pharmacy school and residency helped prepare me for direct patient care, it's not until I passed the board certified pharmacotherapy specialist and psychiatric pharmacy exams that I felt I was competent to do the job, practice to the top of my scope, and ensure the best outcomes for patients. Continuing professional development, the second C for me, is about an ongoing process of sharpening clinical skills. Maintaining board certification means finding dedicated time for continuing education to ensure that I'm staying up to date with evidence-based medicine so that I'm optimally primed to deliver the best care to my patients. But just like most everyone I know, I can sometimes find it hard to carve out time for continuing education. And of course, sometimes I'd rather just take a nap on Sunday afternoon instead of study. However, I really find that overall most pharmacists thrive in the structure that board certification provides. Knowing how many hours of CE you need to complete and by when, or when you'll need to begin studying to prepare for the recertification exam, these things help keep us accountable and our goals on track. And while you're working towards board certification, you're not just doing the bare minimum to maintain your pharmacy license. So it's easier to be intentional about this continuing professional development when the content is highly relevant and applicable to your practice area. I plan to be in this career for years to come if all goes well, and I know, and you know, that a lot of what we learned in pharmacy school, residency, and even from time of your first board certification is going to change. Maintaining board certification is a great way to ensure your fund of knowledge is up to date, and I know that's something that is really important to all pharmacists. Personal pride, intrinsic motivation, the drive to care for patients definitely serve as some motivation for those first 2 C's, competence and continuing professional development. But I think what energizes me most is feeling a sense of connectedness. That's my last C. Pharmacists need to be a part of a healthcare team to practice to the top of their potential and have the greatest impact in patients' lives. It's in the interactions with the administrators, physicians, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, nurses, social workers, recreational and occupational therapists, whole health coaches, technicians, nutritionists, and all other team members, of course, including our patients, that I find my tank is filled. I'm connected to something bigger, and being board certified has allowed me to bring a unique, incredible perspective to the table that I know has been valued by the leadership in my organization, because currently I am one of nearly 80 pharmacists in this healthcare system alone that are board certified. Many of these pharmacists have multiple board certifications, and these numbers are expected to grow in the years to come. Competence, continuing professional development, connectedness. Leaning into these helps me stay focused and motivated to push through the difficult and stressful times, and are a reminder to us all to celebrate the achievements along the way. Like when it's time to renew your BPS certification, what a time to reflect on our hard work, give ourselves a pat on the back, and take that Sunday afternoon nap instead of studying. That's good for our mental health after all.